Well, since the pandemic, mental health has been top of mind for sure. Now depression rates are higher than ever before.
Yeah, but it's not just humans who are struggling. Pets can have the experience depression too.
Yeah, they sure can. The UK charity guide dogs says that nearly 75% of dogs may show signs of anxiety or depression, but only 36% of owners can recognize the symptoms.
And joining us now to break it all down so we can help our pets is holistic veterinarian Dr. Lindsey Wendt. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Lindsey, let me ask you, what are some of the signs and symptoms that might indicate our dog is depressed?
So cases of depression and anxiety in dogs have been steadily increasing over the past few years. So it really is important to identify the signs early and implement strategies so that we can help them return to their premium health. So some of the subtle signs that are first noted are things like decreased interest in regular activities or social interaction with the human and animal members of the household. Sometimes we'll see changes in their appetite, whether that's an increase or a decrease. We can see changes in vocalization. So for example, a lot more whining or crying, and then changes in their normal body language. So laying down their ears more or less tail wagging. And this can escalate to more severe signs like destroying items in the house or house soiling, and even worse, self-injury.
Okay, so Dr. Wendt, what are some of the main reasons that people have found that their dogs might experience depression?
So one of the biggest ones that I see is poor diet and nutrition. So just like with humans, depression and anxiety can become a chronic issue because there's such an intimate connection between the microbiome that controls gut health and brain health. But we can also see things like changes in their family structure. So sometimes there's a loss of a human or an animal companion. Changes in their routine or environment. So a big one has been people leaving a work from home situation and going back into the office, or even moving, or just a change in your work schedule. Lack of mental stimulation or social interaction is another big one, as are secondary changes because of other health issues. So if they're in pain or having organ dysfunction. And then unfortunately, some of our kiddos have traumatic experiences that can lead to depression as well.
Well, as pet parents, what can we do to prevent that in our dogs?
So as an integrative veterinarian, I view nutrition as the foundation of health. So feeding a high quality whole food diet is the perfect place to start this journey. Fresh food diets supply the ultimate nutrition, but for those of us who prefer to feed a dry food, there are some key points to keep in mind. So avoiding high amounts of carbohydrates and fillers, looking for meat to be the first real ingredient, and to start off easy, just have 10% of your dog's calories coming from fresh food or a high quality air or freeze-dried topper. And then don't forget the veggies, because that's great fuel for the microbiome. And then one of my favorites is keeping them active. So physical exercise and activity have a major impact on cognitive and mental health for both humans and dogs.
Are there any other ways that pet parents can actually help with depression in their dogs besides the diet and a little bit more activity?
So the first is seeking out veterinary assistance, because there are some cases where there's underlying health issues that need to be directly addressed so that we can make sure that we're identifying the root of the problem. Superfood supplements are another one that I love. So adaptogens, antioxidants, omega fatty acids all help to support brain and whole body health. So turmeric and lion's mane and organ meat. Home environment enrichment, which is as easy as how we feed our dogs. So use puzzle toys or hide treats around the house. Even training keeps them mentally engaged. And then introducing variety into their walking routines, and even allowing them to just walk around and smell rather than rushing them through a walk, because a lot of us are super busy and we all do that. And then socializing for dogs that enjoy that.
Well, so you've recently partnered with Emmy Award-winning actress Katherine Heigl and her foundation to educate. Just quickly, what can audiences do to keep dogs happy and healthy in their home?
So supporting your local animal shelters and rescues is a great way to help those in need. But one of the other things I love about working with Katherine is that we're partnered with the Jason Davis Heigl Foundation. So we are constantly donating food, donating resources to help those dogs find their forever homes.
All right. Well, Dr. Wendt, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.